Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo, and welcome. It is not my Sunday night podcast where we talk about life and toys. It is a Sunday morning, and we're having some coffee. Hello. So I wanted to hang out with you guys. Hello. There we go. Little Boba Fett. Look at that. So coffee with Yimbo. Unfortunately, no toy daddies will be joining me this morning, but that's because they have a lot of fun plans today. I'm excited for them to get to do what they're gonna do and get to see some friend or at least a friend of ours. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. But why this morning? Well, I hate missing weeks of the stream. I feel like my record holds to that fact. And I already missed one this summer where Chris and Joey took the reins for me. And this Sunday I'm gonna be camping. I'm like, as soon as this is done, I'm only gonna do this for about an hour this morning just to hang out. I wanted to hang out. So we'll do an hour, and then my family and I are gonna pack up the car and we're going camping for 2 nights. It's very exciting. But yeah, so that's why I'm doing it this morning. So what's neat is, at least in the quick peek, I didn't do a huge deep dive, but I don't think there's any competition for live toy talk right now. So huzzah, at least with the people that I follow. I didn't see any red dots. So that's pretty cool. So let's see if morning toy talk is a thing that people would be interested in. Well, let's say hi, because we already have our optional class attendance. Got some people in the house. We got Flashpoint Productions. What's going on, man? We got Gray Jedi. Good morning. A happy morning to you too. We got Rel Collects. What's up, Rel? How you doing, brother? We got No Chewing. We got Ultron Unplugged. We got Mikey Toy Snaps. And yes, again, you might be catching the live right now. I'm gonna try to get my thoughts and tongue working. Um, you know, those mornings you're seeing morning brain Yimbo, and the wheels are still slowly turning. It takes a little while to get this you know laugh factory up and running. Oh boy, but the coffee's helping. Task at hand. What's going on, Brad? Yeah, just woke up. I also slept in. That's why I can't say that like I just rolled out of bed and came down here, but if I went on at 9, I would have just rolled out of bed to come down. But then my wife was like, "Hey, do you want me to run to the local deli place and get our yummy Jersey bacon, egg, and cheeses?" I'm like, "Yes, please." so, so that's why we pushed it a little bit. So I'm getting there. What's up? How you doing, Task? We got Diggs Figs, global icon and national treasure of highly posable. How you doing, Ryan? What's going on, dude? Um, I'm doing good. Got to do my share. Thoughts and tongues. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Lone Dragon. I just left a live Crocmaster review stream, but I think you are clear now. All right, there we go. I'm not pretending like no one's streaming about toys. It's just like you. I know who I know. I follow who I follow. So I'm not just And there's a lot of people, man, and it's so cool because we get so hunkered down in our little circles of friendship and within like our toy community that we forget how like it's still small, but it's is growing every single day. I haven't done my little speech on that in a long time, but it's true because I will come across so many new accounts and channels, whether it's through watching a short or through a certain, but so many that have either big followings, big views on stuff, so that I didn't know this person existed until that moment. So it is really cool that our community is continuing to grow. That makes me super happy, of course. But yeah, let's see. Add Jersey sandwiches to our Allegiance con list. Oh yeah, the breakfast sandwiches. You have to. Yeah. Did I not do that last time? Did you not have one bagel sandwich from here? We have to rectify that. All right. So yeah, little toy news. I have stuff that we could unbox. I just, like I said, this is just a nice excuse to get to hang out. You know, I've admitted many times, like I love doing this Sunday stream. It's as you know, it's I enjoy it. I also need to do this. All right. I have toys that we can unbox. We can look at some toy news. And again, hopefully, maybe you're catching this evening on a replay. I thought that would be a cool thing too to have a little live. So it's even though it's not live, it still feels like you're watching. You know, if you like to keep that time slot, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. All right, we'll start with some toy news. I'm gonna go with my boy Lago of the Toy Migos. Let's see what Lago's been posting. So I'm super excited. My Street Fighter stuff has been arriving in Big Bad. So now I have my Storm Ken, my Storm Arena, whatever, but that Ken is in my pile of loot with Sagat, with Blanca. I feel like Ryu is like, he's got to be close. He's got to be right there. So I haven't shipped my pile of loot yet, which is fine because it gives me that wiggle room of time to get through. That's why I grabbed, so many toys today to crack open. But man, my Street Fighter stuff is there. It's there. Oof. This is interesting. All right, that's something. Now, I did see this. This is the Spin Master Batmobile. Thanks to Todd, this is something that I can now pass. But I do have the Spin Master the Batwing. It's like literally hanging on the wall right in front of me. So they do make quality stuff. The little figures are not exact. Like they're not going to like the World on Fire with their sculpting. I do have the Batman Returns Keaton, and yeah, they're not great. They're not going to swap out. Like I thought, man, if a past me kind of like vintage series with Star Wars, right? Like I know that there are plenty of collectors that went into that because you get the ability to world builds and get those vehicles without it being inundated like where I am with 112 stuff. So it's just unfortunate that like the Batman, like it's a toy. This is a kid's toy. Like that is straight up a kid's toy. With little me would have absolutely loved it. So yeah, but at least now I can pass on it. I have enough Batmobiles in my life. This is interesting. I saw this King of Fighters. I'm not super into King of Fighters stuff, but just the game, like for all my excitement around a lot of this Marvel Capcom stuff. I never played a lot of King of Fighters. But I'm going to say, even without specifically owning the Ken and Ryu yet, I played with Machus at the Toy Migos, the content creator house at San Diego. And it is really nice. It is. I only had a few minutes of messing around, but I was able to tell instantly. It's got the squishy chest. So I would say, instantly, though, that 112 Storm, I put into that like Jada, where I have such fun with them. Like, they're going to be such good toys that I don't necessarily need to know everything because, like, I just know the toy will be fun. It's just like with Cyberpunk. That's where I'm equating it to like David. I didn't know David at all, but I know Jada, and I wanted another awesome Jada toy. So I'm not saying it's never going to be a thing that I own, but at the moment, I do not really have the pull at this time. Oh, Lone Dragon still looking for Blue Guile, dude. Blue Guile. I wish. Again, for me, I'm a blend of P1 and P2 looks for Street Fighter figures. Like, I'm not just all like, they have to be the original, or I have to be all P2. Like, I like mixing and matching. I do wish I waited for that Guile. Man, he would have been perfect to hang out with this guy. So, I'm talking like I'm never going to get the Blue Guile, but Street Fighter wasn't something I was planning on double dipping at all. And then, of course, like with these deluxe sets, that's how they get me to get the second figure. Oh, and I've only passed 2 on the Street Fighter Jada. I think it's just the Fei Long Deluxe I ended up not grabbing, and then the Bison. But yeah, that Blue Guile, that so I feel for you. I feel for you, Lone Dragon. Cold Slither was supposed to be delivered yesterday, but disappeared from tracking 2 nights ago in Ohio. Meanwhile, the package they sent the following day is in NC, ready to be delivered tomorrow. Yeah, the shipping stuff is still all over the place, just with everything. So that is a bummer. As long as it shows up, right? Like if it was supposed to be there yesterday, as long as it shows up today, all will be right with the world. So again, fingers crossed for you, Lone Dragon. That Slither set, I have still waffled on. Is it still up? It might still be up. Yeah, I had to keep talking myself out of it. It's the exclusive. It's the collector part that makes me want to like get it. But I really don't. I don't. This is me talking myself out of it again. It's the instruments are cool. I just don't. I don't have the. I have to really assess the love of a toy, of a character, as I'm talking about getting this King of Fighter guy that I know nothing about. Let's see. Task ahead. Yeah, but do you have those Jada Scooby-Doo figures on pre-order? I don't yet, but I'm going to. And what was the other thing that just went up that looked great too? Wasn't there something yesterday? But the Scooby-Doo stuff, I do plan on. Did I pre-order already? I can't remember if I ended up doing it or not. I'm gonna get them. they're too amazing. Oh, good morning, Mary Fox. How you doing? Happy Sunday morning. Katie's Toys. Got my coffee. No new toys this week. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what came in. Oh, stuff did come in. By the way, cheers. Cheers. Got that coffee going. What came in for me? Oh. Hell yeah! I got my Kite Man. There we go. So Kite Man arrived. Here, I'll pull this down. We'll go back to Lago in a second. Yeah, so Kite Man arrived. This was one of those, like, I luckily snagged the Target pre-order. But then in the interest of collecting, I promised that to Machu. But then Machu found him in the wild, so that's awesome. So yeah, so Kite Man arrived. So here, I'm gonna tell you guys this first. He doesn't even know. And by he, I mean my father. All right. So I think I'm safe for this surprise because I don't think he watches every time I go live or ever. Love you, Dad. But so we're from a family of firefighters. It was my grandfather. I never got to meet him, but my dad's father was a fire captain, and I thought it'd be really cool because he just restored his dad's helmet. But I thought it would be neat to make a YouTube video where, in a documentary style. So it'd be amateur documentary because it's me. And I'm going to do the best with the equipment that I have. But basically, I want to do a sit-down interview and then unboxing of the the G.I. Joe Classified Firefighter. So I just ordered one. I have one right now. I do want a whole set. I would love a team. I'd love a whole squad. And I might still. I haven't done it yet. Again, that's just space. So I'm going to see how this goes. So my point is, would you guys be interested in hearing about what it's like to grow up, in a firefighter household, and backdooring 50s, 60s type deal, right? But growing up in a firefighter household. He's not a toy collector, but this is like, we always had baseball that we shared. And that was like our thing. So now that I'm not playing baseball, this is me trying to like share my new hobby and passion with him. And I don't know. So I think it'll be awesome. I mean, I don't know how it'll turn out because it's all about the reactions and stuff, but I just thought it'd be cool to, and again, shout out to Chris, Toy Father. He does some great stuff with his dad, and that also triggered this idea to be like, oh, it would be really cool to like unbox this highly detailed and articulated 1/12 scale firefighter with him, see his reactions and all of that stuff. So let me know. Let me know if you think that would be an interesting video to watch. Let's see, longer. I'm glad that it's that set. It might be lost and not the other, since there'd be plenty of replacements available. True. Oh yeah, for Cold Slither, right? Snowcat was down to 35 backers this morning when I checked it last night. Was down 35 backers. Oh, but they had just crossed. Are they still over? Mikey Toy Snaps. I'm waiting on my Berserker figure to delete. I'm waiting on my Berserker figure to be delivered soon. Still one of my favorite, if not my favorite, McFarlane. Mikey, that's still, there we go. And Grey Johnny, yes. But yeah, that Berserker figure is great. All right, let's see. Hasbro Pulse. Especially since now we know. I told you guys, Lenny said it's, you know, he didn't deny it's my face. You know, like we gotta get Frostbite. I still have to also back it, to be fair. Let's see. Where the heck? You know what? Let's look at this real quick anyway while I'm scrolling around here. So Pulse stuff. I did pre-order this Magic the Gathering stuff. Except for, oh, did I do the werewolf? I may have done I may have done them. I don't know. But yeah, all of those. I did not. I'm not doing. Not doing the gut ship. Where though are the HasLabs? HasLab. There we go. All right. So they're crossed over. Okay. So it still ends in 4 days. I do plan on doing it. The idea of buying another big toy with my current space gives me that little bit of a, what am I doing? But I have enough motivation at this point to keep changing things around and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I want to do it. It's me. Oh, yes to the Firefighter, silly ass. Thank you, Great Jedi. Okay. So you like that? That's awesome. That makes me actually, I'm glad you clarified, and I appreciate being called a silly ass. So yes, that it makes me happy to hear it. I think I was gonna do it no matter what, but like even if it was just for like just my own camera roll, but even if one person, so okay, you're my one person that's gonna be, you know, interested. So thank you. That's awesome. A group of someone's that is I kind of want Mephisto, but still not sure that throne is worth $50. I know it's. Is that how we want to look at it? I mean, at this point, guys, like our toy, I think we have to be very prepared for more sticker shock. Like I thought I was numb to it. But no, sticker shock still gets me. The reason I say that is my wife has been, you know, she's the primary, you know, like shopper for us. Like she'll be the one to go to ShopRite for us. So I never got this whole time with inflation. Like she would be telling me, but I wouldn't see the sticker shock until I wandered, you know, into the snack aisle on a toy hunt trip. Being like, wow, wait, this used to be this. What got me toy wise was we were shopping for birthday presents and Sonic toys. Like a set that was $30 like 2 days ago is now relabeled to like 50. So that's rough. That's like our whole, like we're here now. We're in the poop of being overtaxed on everything. So like it's not just the speculation, it's not some companies starting to increase and some not, like we're here now. So pricing is going to be, again, I'm going to remind this is for myself. Everything that I say is a reminder from me, and if it helps you, great. All of this stuff has to be what you are willing to pay for at this point. So Mephisto, I would say it's more than a $30 figure. If we go through real quick, I would say that this guy, you know, obviously there's a past deluxe Marvel Legend that, you know, that was only 5 years ago that would be 30. But I would put him in the not 60 for sure. It's not a Monster Venom. I gotta get back to Mephisto because that throne is really awesome. All right, let's see the parts of Mephisto. Maybe a $40. All right, so in this day and age, I would say 40, maybe. So 40 and 40 then? Is that a $40 throne? I don't think it's a $50 throne. I think it's a $30 or $40 throne, depending on how you want to price out Mephisto. So it's not a character. Like, I'm not one of the guys that was upset with the Charger because, oh, we've never got a Mephisto. Like, I'm just learning more about Mephisto in the last year with Ironheart, with all this stuff. So, like, I mean, I know who he is. I know his relation to, like, Ghost Rider. But I was not the core guy that was clamoring for a Mephisto figure. So, like, to me, I'm going to get it. It's the same thing with Dragon Man. Like, I admittedly bought Dragon Man because it's just a big Marvel Legends that looked awesome. And I talk about toys and I love Marvel Legends. Like, that's so, you know, I definitely do dabble and I'm trying to cut a lot of that out. But when it comes to these premium offerings, like, I really like Dragon Man, and it's inspired me to want to, like, go again, read and learn more, and then apply that to photos and ideas and stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to go with Mephisto. But yeah, that's actually a great question. For the chat, like, do you guys think that Mephisto, is that something that you're, let me know. I'm curious. Are you getting it? Are you upset about the price? Anybody? Is it priced where you thought it would be? All of that good stuff. I'm going to start with the latest chat here. What's up, Rabbit Hammer? How you doing? Happy Sunday morning. Gady's Toys. I was more upset about missing out on Underboo Madeline Pryor. That's fair. That is fair. That's actually, yeah, because that was more accurate painting. Yeah, they definitely covered up all the ladies, which is, again, no judgment, just pointing it out. They've covered up some of the costumes. Yummy, yummy. Let's see. Ooh, handsome Mario. What's going on, 796? Now, here's a funny story. I'm just gonna do this because you're here, Mario. Did you notice, friends? So, for anybody that knows 796 Studios, so he makes, first of all, just an incredible all around, again, artist, creative person, awesome dude. So, but he makes the flight stands that, sometimes, like, before I knew what they were, I'd see something like, what is that? But yeah, he makes those awesome flight stands. So you can always hit him up if you need a set. That being said, when he shipped them, I was like hit with this wonderful waft of 796, like, manly musk. And I'm like, did you spritz the box in cologne? I'm like, this is amazing. And he did not. It's just his essence. So I don't have that level of essence. So I had to, not had to, but when I was shipping 796 his giveaway, he had won a Spiro Toys, the Tanger. I straight up, Mario, sold it, man. You did not. I spritzed that with my cologne. And he sold it. When he reached out to me, he was, oh, thanks, man. I'm like, oh, no problem. And I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna, it didn't smell, didn't hold the sense, or he's not gonna give me the satisfaction of that joke. Anyway, it cracked me up. How you doing, 796? Rel Collects, I gotta watch your National Defender video next. Yay, thank you. I had the same problem right out of the box with mine. So yeah, guys, I mean, I went through that Chaos Toys National Defender. I had the issue with the right leg popping off. I posted my fix because of the nature of the injury, like, within the suit. And the fact that, like, I don't typically film mods and custom, like, I don't have the setup for it. I wish I got more footage of certain things, but my main point is hopefully there are enough visuals there with what I'm explaining that it makes sense. So I'm trying some new stuff out. Again, I just love making videos. I love making videos of all the different things. Let's see. Jamie Lynn Parks just watching and commenting on your National Defender video. Yes, didn't realize you were live. My man, thank you so much. So that is up and out, everybody. I dropped that a little after 9. It's about like 8 or 9 minutes, nothing crazy. And I still have the footage for I recorded my State of Yambonia for July. with my Citizen of the Month for July. So Josh Brown, who is the current Citizen of the Month, his championship reign technically came to an end yesterday in a little post that was just for channel members. So that video I plan on quickly editing. It'll be out today at some point. Maybe once we get our campsite set up, I'll be able to have some time, because then I'm just in the woods and then we're just there. Although this place does have a pool. Rabbit Hammer, I'm not that impressed with Mephisto. I actually think that throne looks ugly. I like the back of the throne more than the front. That's fair. The back of the throne really is spectacular. Yeah, let's take a look at that throne again real quick. Boop. So let's see. We got... Yeah, you're right. The front isn't as impressive. You think that, there's paint here, but there should have been a little bit more paint. Some black, some dark, right? Maybe is this... Oh, there's skeleton pulled out spines. Gross. But I agree, though. There should be a little bit more on some of this back here. Well, I guess no, it needs paint. Yeah, you're right. It needs some extra stuff in the front. Let's see if the back... Oh, look at the back. My goodness. Holy crap. Yeah, the back... The back of the throne is sick. I guess they figured, well, the character will be sitting in the throne, so they didn't put that little X. But see, like, that is the stuff that... And I'm not going to blame the Marvel Legends team. Like, that just feels like a budgetary, like, decision to save a few pennies. But, yeah, because I get the logic. A character is going to be sitting in the throne primarily. But what about when they're not sitting down? Like, come on. Task. It doesn't love the price, but I need a Mephisto, so I'll bite the bullet. I'm telling you, I'm in on Mephisto. And I do think this is all we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see another Marvel HasLab. That's just me speculating. I think this is the future for them, which is fine. Again, Dragon Man, successful. We're going to be getting our Sentinels soon, in the next couple of months. So that's that's something to look forward to this fall. So Sentinels coming in. Now this, yeah, they could drop larger stuff. Like, I like this setup. I like this setup for them. J Mill collects supplement bonus. Listening while I work. I love to hear that. That's something I always hope with getting to do this stuff, giving you out there something to do, listen to while you're passing the time. That's what I do with my buddies when I'm listening to their streams, with whatever it is that I'm doing. Mowing the yard a lot. I can pass as I did with Dragon Man. I could be in minority, but Dragon Man just never did anything for me. That's fair. That's fair. LOL, custom action figure fragrance. Katie's Toys. If my toys don't smell like Drakkar Noir, what are we even doing here? Good morning, Gene. What's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, Gene, look at how you progress. Just... So it was so nice getting to hang out with Gene. That's all. It was just so nice seeing Gene. 796. Haha, I didn't smell anything. Any LOL. Next time, give it a couple more sprays. All right, fair. I guess I didn't shoot it enough. I wanted you to see if you either knew or could tell or would ask for the name of the scent. Dominic, what's going on, dude? Happy Sunday morning. We got Dark Joker's in. What's up, Dante? What's up, man? How are you? Rabbit Haber saying, I'm loving my new scores, though. Mafex, Brown Suit Wolvie, Rom, the Superman and Godzilla set, Archangel, and I got a new Yo-Yo, too. That's great. Wow, that is excellent. Mafex Brown Suit, that's the reissue that just went up, right? Is that what you're referring to? That's amazing. I think they did it, right? Wasn't there a reissue? It's not the CT. Speaking of CT, everybody, the black and gray Hush Batman CT Toys version is on AliExpress. I haven't ordered mine yet, but for $30 ish, I'm going to. I meant to ask neighbor Dan yesterday, but yeah, I'm CT Toys. Not that, it's nice that they exist. Got some 3.75 custom figs in the works too. Excellent. Word, yeah, it's an odd throne. Very odd. We got more figs in the house. Rabbit Hammer saying, I'd face the chair backwards and stand them up. Yeah, true. few more paint apps passes and a few more accessories would have been nice. Maybe a third head. True. From a different era. Nice. Yeah, good suggestions. I do like that they made to order system though, an open pre-order that can't sell out. Exactly. More figs. Waking up to some coffee and Yimbo. That's right. Cheers. Cheers. Oh yeah. We got Mime in the house. How you doing? We got Rabbit Hammer saying, if I knew a Gene in person, I could not help from yelling Gene all the time. Oh, too much. Okay. And Rabbit did get the reissue. That's awesome. And so, of course it did. Of course. Jamie Lynn saying, I think Mephisto looks great. I wanted the select one for years. I ordered him. The throne could use a bit more paint. I may add some dry brushing here and there. Yeah. I mean, anybody with an ounce of artistic ability can, like, and you know what? On one hand, again, I'm not somebody that considers himself having that ounce of talent. You know, like, I get it. I give myself enough artistic credit where I will try things out. I've dabbled at different customizing things, but then when it comes to like a figure itself, I panic. And I've done stuff. I have done stuff. But when, you know, still not with paint and toys. Like paint and figures, I still haven't crossed that over yet. Crossed to that side. But that's where, again, shout out to my friend Machu. I love you, buddy. But he's the one that really helped me look at, again, a problem, a frustration with the toy as an opportunity to practice a skill or to put my own stamp on something. So that, you know, I'm not saying I never get worked up or annoyed with stuff, but that's what's kept my, you know, perspective on some of these toys, especially when they're problematic or not exactly what we want. You know, so for Jamie Lynn, geez, like that's what a great opportunity to work on, honestly, like updating and putting your own specific stamp on it. But hold on, I got the second part. But we shouldn't feel that way about a premium figure with a premium price. Yeah, I know. See, that's what's so hard about all of this, because it's like, yeah, you wanted. They're both right. I mean, not to, you know. I guess this is the big thing. Yeah, we're paying a premium price point. So something like that should be taken care of. You're right. You're right. Because this is annoying. If I go back, look, I'll be realistic. This stinks. The more I, you know, going through this conversation, that is frustrating to pay $90 for something that is being built from the ground up and made for your order. But it's just, this is because they have all this other excellent paint in here. You got the reds in here. You got these green vines and boogers, whatever they are. You got the nice weathering on the skulls themselves. It's just a little bit. Again, I'm still getting this bad boy. But yeah. I'm just saying, like, Jamie Lynn is absolutely right. But I there's another quote. Sorry to do like the morning motivation. There's another quote that my wife, we heard it once, and I hate that I think it's attributed to Dr. Phil, but maybe he's just a hack that used it from someone else. It doesn't matter. The quote itself is really, just forget about who said it. Listen to these words. Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? And that way of looking at things and conflict or, you know, opinions and disagreements or whatever has really helped me even before parent. That was like one of those early mental health, you know, maybe even in regards to my own marriage, you know, like just the way my wife and I talk to each other. It's through talking and communicating, you know, but would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Yeah, like we're right. This should be painted, but like, again, taking the macho approach to looking at it as an opportunity, maybe put, you know, make you happy in the long run. It's juggling like mental health, which is the most important thing, because that's what for me, for you guys, right? For all of us, like I want our mental health. I want to be content with our good stuff, right? But then against like a company that are making specific choices, typically fueled by money. Yeah, it's something else. Like I said, I think like a lot of what I choose for myself is to just like I have to just go, well, I can either stay mad or I could, look at it the other, change my glasses, change my perception. But we're all justified. Any of this stuff that we always criticize about is incredibly valid. Like it is absolutely valid because we know they're driven by profits. Like we know that. All right. Sorry. So that's what we were wrapping up. Jay Little, everybody. KJ Smith, what's going on, dude? Let's see. I've had good luck with paint on my customs and bad luck, but it's always a learning process. There you go. Yimbo, if 796 has enough essence to travel in your figure by accident, he probably can't smell the dainty spritz you likely gave Taker. That is so true. Oh my god. And yes, yep, yeah, I know. Oh, Phil, jeez, all these people. Just need some washes. It's easy fix too. That I do have fun to figure modding at the same time. Like basic stuff, like washes added, I can do, and it's fun to do. Yeah, that's all. I mean, I think the biggest thing because it always goes back to like time in my head, at least with all the things I want to do around here, and it's time. So like. Are you willing to spend that time? Are you going to enjoy that process? If it's something that's a frustration or it like adds something to your day, like that's what happened with Chaos Toys Superman. National Defender pissed me off. Like I was so mad sitting on the couch with this jiggling leg and I was like working so hard at like, it'll be fine. I'll fix this. It'll be fine. But that was so infuriating because yeah, like it should come on. Why are these things popping off? I don't know. I'm all over the place now. But we shouldn't have to. Like I said, that's where I was going with the Chaos Toys. Because it added more work that I wasn't planning on. Like I wanted that to just be an experience of unboxing. Ooh, how neat. It was going to be like for that to pop off at that moment. I hadn't planned on giving it a full reviewing look. It was just like, all right, I got to get this guy open and just check him out. I don't know. So yeah, it added work. And that's where that sucks. Again, it's, I think all of this back and forth Gollum thing I'm doing with myself right now. Yeah, it just is a good reminder that everything is about perspectives. It really is. It all is. Spaced one. Ooh, this is McDysentery. That's great. I love how all these sweet tales on the throne are on the back side, the side you can't display. That's what I know. That's why this is very silly. Was it task? But yeah, I think if you're gonna stand your Mephisto on, you have to then flip the throne. You can't just have it has to be the back of the throne with him standing. Because that back of the throne is that's sick. But yeah, also defeats the purpose of a normal pose where someone's just like getting up out of a chair. And yes, juxtaposition. I love juxtaposition. It's always a fun one to teach in the school year. Lone Dragon, my secret to less stress is to not give a rat's ass about most things. Hey, God bless, man. It's true. It's true. I again, does it affect me? Did I do something wrong? Was I the precipice? No. Okay. Like, am I negatively impacting anyone? No. Okay. No, I feel you, man. Gene, looking at the pictures of Mephisto I took at the con and noticed they had the chair backwards on the display. They probably knew the front wasn't interesting, but the back of it is amazing in person. So good eyes, Gene. Good catch. Yeah, so that's their plan. I guess it's not the end of the world. Either, you display them sitting in the throne or standing next to the back. I mean, what are you going to do? It's a three-dimensional, it's a 360 piece. It's paint. It's just the tiniest little bit of paint. That's all. That's all they needed to do. I just popped the right leg. Well, you did, Rel. Oh, you got stronger muscles than me, man. I had to boil the hell out of those legs to get that to pop back on. My goodness. Rabbit, I guess the throne from the back, too, is a nice piece to fill in the background just for pics. Thinking of the positives. That's what I was thinking. I immediately go photography. Spaced one. That throne is admittedly a really cool sculpt, but Hasbro would never paint and wash something like that properly. Yeah, that's those little. Those are the decisions that are out of the team's control, but are set by whatever the budget was for the wave. They don't get to pick. They would want to do all the cool stuff. All right, coffee is down. Let's see what else. I wasn't going to go super crazy long on Forge as much as I would love to, only because we do then need to start packing up and getting the car loaded and all those good things. But we still got some good, let's do another, 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes to rock and roll. So I'm coming back to Lago's page, just to, again, looking at the toy news. Oh, the Mortal Kombat stuff did go up. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I'm not crazy about, again, we're going to constantly be sticker shocked. I think you need to, I'm telling myself, like Gimbo, you to talk to myself in third person. But no, like we need to be prepared for sticker shocks. So the combat figures dropped. I know they're $30 a piece for basic figures. That, in my eyes, because yesterday they'd be 25, which again, no one was excited about them going to 25 or even to 23. No one wanted them to leave off the 20 price point, right? The $19.99. $30 for the basic figures are rough. So I didn't grab them. I know that they've now, at least Amazon yesterday, their pre-orders were sold out, which is great. Again, people are excited about it. This 2-pack, though, is exciting because of the accessories. So I know Chewy did it. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited and not. Can you see the difference? Like I'm more of a Street Fighter guy than I am Mortal Kombat, and I like Mortal Kombat. But yeah, it's just not like a big pulling motivating factor. Darth Prime is in the house. Thanks for Sunday morning stream. A wonderful treat. We'll have a cup of coffee. There you go. I just finished mine out of my boba mug. I'm an MK Classic aficionado, and I'm so sad those ninjas don't have accurate costume sculpts. The bodies look great, the proportions are good, but damn, the ninjas' belts and side cloth chest pieces are not right. I pre-ordered just Scorpion to try out. Yeah, Scorpion, out of the basic figures, Scorpion would be the way to go because at least you get that, I'm assuming wired, definitely posable. Get over here, at least he has that. But yeah, just the extra hands. Because, at the end of the day, I've been carrying around, Chris, Toy Father, picked this up for me. It was during my quest of trying to find a really good comic accurate Superman and backlogging after I ignored Machu's, advice to pick them up when they were available. So I've been carrying that guy around for weeks now, still have it open because as I get excited and then I go, I know how it's going to move, which is why Berserker is still one of my favorite figures from McFarlane because it truly shocked me how well it moved around in a familiar way. I don't know. I feel you, Rabbit Hammer. I would do Scorpion, going back to your point. If I see, I'm not jumping at these. I think I'm going to leave them to toy hunts. If I come across it in a Target, something like that, I'll get it if I get inspired. They look cool. Like in person, they did look really cool. Also, the thing with the Mortal Kombat ninjas, that cloth piece, that chest piece, it's always cooler in video games than it is in figure form because it hinders that articulation that you would want a ninja to have. So I don't know how he's gonna bend and move. I mean, it looks like he'll have the nice, articulation points. Those Mortal Kombat figures. This is why I've been disappointed with Jada this year. They were the least expensive of the basic figures, and they skipped past their competitors to be the most expensive. Well, not now. I mean, would you rather have a $30 Sagat, or would you rather have a $30 basic Sub-Zero figure? So that's, look at it that way. I mean, what you're getting with Jada stuff is light years ahead of the Mortal Kombat basic figures. But see, then yeah, the Melina looks good. That alternate head sculpt with the smile. Not sure Scooby-Doo figures. Oh, okay, now that's fair, especially after what they did to my favorite monster. What did they do to your favorite monster? So $30. I mean, how much of that? I think they should be 25. I think we're 20. You know, like I feel like they were probably. How much of this is tariff influenced the $30 price point? I don't think that they were ever intended on being $30. You know. Let's see. I will end up with that 2-pack. Lone Dragon, my left using truck. Berserker! Sagat is 35 and Blanca, not basic price. Vega is 30. Okay. I'm just saying, like, when you look at like a Vega, then compare Vega to, he's still getting more stuff, you know, at the end of the day. But yeah, Big Bad, you can't look at the Big Bad stuff because they've been injecting those tariff prices into all of the things that we've been buying from them. So, and I get it. They had to protect themselves. Small businesses. Again, this is a tax that we are paying. We are being taxed on top of our taxes. It's great. It's great. The skull of the spooky space kook is the wrong shape and color. And if there's one toy I ever wanted lights and sound with, I gotcha. 30 has become the normal for, is becoming the new normal for a 6-inch fig offering. It's tough when figs aren't all equal. Yeah, man. I mean, but that's what, not to dwell, but when you don't have the discretion to look at the nuance of a situation and you just wanted to smash a whole system without studying those nuances, then this is what we get, and it's us that get screwed. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, hey, the combat figures, I think like part of this whole like price increase again, like tariff pricing that we are tariff taxing that we're dealing with, like the Mortal Kombat is a line that I would have at least picked up a couple, but now those are choices that I have to skip. You know, I'm like, it's not enough for me to plunk that money down when everything is expensive and I gotta feed my kids, you know. Like this is all legit stuff. And again, this stuff is for fun, and that's what I hope the shareholders remember. Get me all wound up. I'm not getting on my soapbox on this beautiful Sunday morning. I refuse. All right. So here, these are the toys real quick. I still had, I have my second camera up. This is all still the same things that I've had from last stream. I did manage to take that hand off. Look, Machu, again, been using his name a lot because he's the best. But Machu over here told me that the Indiana Jones figures, those hands work with this Anakin Obi-Wan set. And there you go. So I popped this right off from there. Get more hand options. But yeah, I haven't touched anything else. This is all the same. I recorded for my citizens of Yambonia, you know, you special folks that, again, like I appreciate so very much that go to that level of support for, you know, what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do here. So thank you very much. So in the state of Yambonia, I do show you a 360 spin of my feet and the toys post stream. And this is a stream from last week, so I just haven't cleaned yet. So yeah, get ready for that. Get ready for that little spinning tidbit. I don't know. Do you want to see some toys? Do you want to? Because what else do you want to hear about? See, I didn't have like the best plan in place today. I still have my Nightwing to go. I'm not going to open him at this moment. I'm going to wait to do something. I might just do my full-blown Mezco. Maybe I'll get back into my fancy camera 2 setup, you know, 2-camera setup. But I know I took him out the other day, but man, I think I want to take him with me for my camping trip. Would he be a good camping figure? Do some stuff with him. But yeah, very cool. This is really cool and shows you what they are capable of doing. Everything feels really good. Boop, boop, boop. So, who should I bring with me camping? How about that? We'll end this. We'll end today with who should I bring camping? I took my Savage Land and Savage Crucible figures with me last time. If I want to stay in that realm, if I had like infinite time, like, oh, I'll go take out my Spiro toys. But the problem is, I need to also grab what's accessible. I do not have any. I do not have a Jason Voorhees figure. I don't have a ton of horror stuff. I do have my bucket of NECA movie figures, but yeah, not in the horror. I have Ghostface. I think he's the only horror NECA figure that I have. But that would be a good one. That would be a good one. Yeah, perfect for camping. I'd bring Yimbo Paladin. Ooh. Ooh, I still haven't opened him. Should this be the one? Maybe this will be the one. That'll be cool. Maybe I can have him fighting Dragon Man. That would, right? Could that be cool? Would that be a fun little one-on-one? Because, you know, I can't go super, super crazy. I'm not even probably going to bring my camera. I was just with my daughter taking, you know, phone pictures, which again, no knocking the phone pictures. Just saying, like, in my head, there's an extra level of, like, setting up when it comes to, like, getting my fancy camera out. Maybe Yimbo versus Dragon Man. I might have to do that. Yeah, right? There we go. Savage Land figures are a great photo shoot opportunity. Yeah, I have I shared out to again the channel members a post that I'm gonna put up on Instagram today, which is the camping pictures I took with my daughter. She was helping me out. She was pulling the shutter. Let me see if I can pull those up for you real quick, if you don't mind. Let's see. Switch account. Come on, internet. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to share this tab. Do I have the right one? Yeah, okay. So this is what I posted. Here we go. So there was, here is Sauron. So those are two that my daughter helped me pick. And there's Zabu, because of course, like building Zabu, that was the whole point of getting that wave was to get Zabu because I was getting the Savage Land set, or at least that's how it worked out. But yeah, that's who I took with me. So camping last time. So my daughter has my little shutter there. So I was setting up the angle. She was giving me some, you know, heads up, but we did very simple. It was very simple stuff. So maybe I can squeeze in like a battle scene. So that's what I'm hoping. Leatherhead would be good too. I don't have a good Leatherhead figure. Do I? I didn't get that Mirage one. I'm trying to think if I have. I don't think I do. I not? Yeah, I don't have a good Leatherhead. I never bought that one. Oh damn, yeah, that mythic looks nice. I know. Ooh, Odious. Odious is another good one. I think he's in eye shot. I think I could grab him. Good little battle. There we go. It looked good in the woods. Be careful with the accessories, though. True. Oh, you know, I am such a stickler for keeping them safe. Everything has a place. That's what my grandfather used to tell me when he would be showing me his paint. Like he actually was a painter, like oil paints and stuff. So whenever I'd be hanging out, when he would start cleaning up, everything has a place. I took that to heart, but not necessarily an application. Everything has a spot. Everything has like a corner. That's how my version works. GI Joes are always fun. That is true. Oh, see, like our car gets so loaded because we're still very, very new into like being camping people. So we're bringing more because it's a 2-night instead of a 1 night. And the last time our car was packed. So my goal now that we're, you know, if we continue on this camping journey, would be to bring like the Hiss tank, you know, and do a whole big thing. That would be awesome. But yeah, not today. Not today. Ooh, Wookiees. Wookiees, Great Jedi. That's a great one. Wookiees. Hasbro figs are the safest to tag along. Yep, for sure. I'd still love to build Zabu, but I just don't have the parts yet. Rab, are you in the BAF group? I haven't been very active in there as of late. But our BAF group chat, Rabbit, if you are you in there? If you're not, send me a message because I'll put you in, because I think, again, within the group, there are still random parts of Zabu floating around. Lone Dragon, that reminds me, I need to look for a Kazar to go with my Zabu. Yes, you do. Ruggles, Mezco, Alistair, Gangrene, that would be a good one too. I am not in it, but I've heard of it. Oh, Rabbit, so if you want to be added, I'll do that. I'll do that right now. Because D Blake Makes is the man, and he immediately put together a spreadsheet, and it's like so nice. You could just start there, and then you can go into asking for different parts or who has this, and you can go back and look at the different through the photos people have shared of the parts, yada yada yada. So I'm adding you in right now, bud. All right, Rabid Hammer, where are you? All right, I think I got you. Did I get you? Right, because it's SP Rapid Hammer on Insta, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know. All right. Those cheap plastic army men. Yeah, that would be good too. Man, if Jada Scooby-Doo was already released with Shaggy, that would be fun. That would have been fun. Do you have the cable leg? Oh, you're going to Rabbit. All right. Clockwork Orgy, Storm and Kent are so much fun to pose. I can't wait. Okay, good. I got you. Yep, that's what I thought. I just wanted to, I added before I asked. I was like, oh, this is definitely you. I figure I always like to triple check. I'd rather be a fool for a second, and just clarify. I knew it, but it's still. All right. Well, you're in that chat now, so huzzah. And yes, yeah, it's great. And again, great group of people. Lone Dragon's in there, but great people in there. I truly appreciate their, just commitment to paying it forward, and it was really nice. And it's still, like I said, it's still a thing. I'm just gonna keep it as a chat going. And as parts come in that people need or question, it's there for us. So it's a nice toy win, it's a nice toy win. All right, folks, we're wrapping down. Yeah, it's been an hour, and I do need to go help wifey get things locked and loaded. So this has been so wonderful. So again, thank you all for hanging out with me live. I truly, you guys, again, just so appreciate you taking time out of your life to hang out with me, talking about toys. Thank you. And if you're catching the replay, again, sorry I'm not there this Sunday evening like normal, but hopefully this has been able to, do what we do each week, which is just, enjoy our time together. Yada, yada. I'm not even going to wax poetic. It's just nice. That's nice. I'm glad we got to do this, guys. Let's see. Man, Beast Boy. Oh, you're just enjoying your cup of coffee now. Clockwork Orgy, thank you so much for being here. Rabbit Hammer. Look at my bath pieces. I don't need it. Take a pic. Perfect. That's it. Jamie Lynn, thank you so much for hanging out. Rabbit, appreciate you, man. Rel, thank you. Oh, that means a lot. That's great, guys. Thanks for making this morning so nice. And I hope you guys also feel that good, got the smiles going, you're feeling good, ready to tackle the day. That's all we could do, right? So tomorrow night, since I'm going to end up most likely missing the top 10 over at the Toy Pick community. So the Toy Daddies are interviewing Carbon Scoring. Speaking of one of those accounts that just crushes it in toys, that is just kind of floating around. And I'm sure he has his close friends in circle, but like only recently discovered his account through some turtle videos that I'm like, oh man, just crushes numbers. And it's really insightful and interesting. So Carbon Scoring is going to be on with the guys tomorrow night. If I can pop in, I will. And then, of course, going over the Toy Pick community top 10. You got Between Two Sentinels. You got Highly Posable. All the great shows, all the friends. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekends. You have all Sunday. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Have an awesome start to your week. And as I cue up my little outro, I guess we can't use the lullaby. That wouldn't make any sense. Let's do. We'll hit you with the little toy daddy, right? We'll hit you with a little toy daddy's intro, because why not? All right, everybody. Whoop. Hold on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. You're the best. And now for some toy daddy intro music. Peace.
TPC and toy daddies. TPC and toy daddies.
Toy daddies unite, let's celebrate. Top 10 photos that make us salivate. Through the camera's eye, see the stories told. Loving toys forever, young hearts bold.